Britain's nuclear deterrence has been a thorny issue for Labour leaders in the past, but Sir Keir Starmer admitted today he would be prepared to push the button. In an exclusive interview with ITV News during a visit to the submarine shipyard in Barrow, he called the UK's nuclear deterrent the bedrock of Labour's defence policy. It represents a dramatic shift from the policies of his predecessor, Jeremy Corbyn. Sir Keir spoke to our political correspondent, Harry Horton.
Keir Starmer was here to see the next generation of Britain's nuclear submarines, being built at a cost of £31 billion. He hopes his party will be in power when the first dreadnought boats leave this giant hangar in the next decade. Today, he gave his full backing to Britain's nuclear programme.
This is a generational commitment, so my support for the deterrent as a cornerstone of our defence and to NATO is absolutely unshakable.
One old-time campaigner.
Not all Labour leaders have been comfortable with nuclear deterrence. In fact, some, like Michael Foot and more recently Jeremy Corbyn,
I don't want us to replace Trident,
have actively campaigned against it.
Not every Labour MP will be happy seeing their party leader here today, but in an election year, Keir Starmer is desperate to prove that his party can be trusted on defence. Your predecessor, Jeremy Corbyn, said that his ambition was to see a nuclear-free world. What's wrong with that?
The nuclear deterrent has been effective now for decades. It's the single most important part of our armoury to protect our country, and that's why I'm so committed to it. I do want to save the world, but it is important to appreciate that deterrence and safety go together. They're two sides of the same coin.
If the circumstances arose, Britain was under attack, would you be prepared to push the nuclear button?
Well, the nuclear deterrence is the ultimate threat, and therefore, of course, the deterrence only works if there is a preparedness to use it.
Even if it means potentially killing millions of people?
The deterrence only works if there's a preparedness to use it. So that is a clear answer to your question. Is it going this way or that way?
The Conservatives say Labour's commitments on defence aren't credible. Both parties say they want defence spending to increase to 2.5% of GDP. But how soon could a Labour government reach that level?
I've got the ambition that we should get to that 2.5% as resources allow. I can't stand here and pretend the government hasn't done huge damage to the economy. We can turn the taps on straight away.
Keir Starmer hopes by the end of the year he'll be walking the corridors of power. With wars in Europe and the Middle East, he believes he'll only get there with a clear commitment to defence. Harry Horton, ITV News, Barrow-in-Furness.